Hello everyone and welcome to the Onward VR Master League. I'm your host Nomad, and today I'm here to bring you this Leftovers versus R3SIN Mafia match from the NA division. These gold and diamond tier teams fight not only for MMR, but also for our viewing pleasure here in Season 12, week number 13. We are just minutes away from game time, but first, we need to know what maps these two teams decided to ban, and where we're going for map number 1. So, starting with the Leftovers, they decided to ban Quarantine. Meanwhile, R3SIN Mafia chose to ban Downfall. With those two maps out of the way, our first map is going to be Cargo. And it looks like we already have all 10 members here waiting on me, basically, to tell them we're all good to go. And why don't we just do that right now? We don't want to hold them off too long. So, with all 10 members here, let's get to know who they are. Starting with the Leftovers, we have Peas Gaming, Lord Beersteak, Electro YT, Ring Monster, and Chip 9. Over at R3SIN Mafia, we have Dubsham 432, Framed, Silas the Great 69, Craftomic, and Ruski. And let's get to know our objective. First one up is going to be our Red Container North Side objective. This one's kind of special because you can actually cap either on the opposite end of this black box, or if you want, you can actually sit right in the container and cap as well. Both of them have their risk and their rewards. I know the Leftovers and R3SIN Mafia are both very capable of capping, so I should expect at least a cap coming from either team in this matchup. Alright, if you can hear that buzzer, the countdown has just begun. And here we are with round number 1.
Hi, Nomad.
Hi, Dubsham.
No, we're gonna wait until everyone's in the center. Call out your kills. You get a kill, get back and call it in. Make sure you have an accurate kill count, have the communication, call out where they are.
An interesting strat for the Leftovers. Get into the middle of the map, get a pick, fall back, and call it out. Which may just happen. It's Craftomic over at Building 3. Flashbangs and smoke grenades galore as they all rain in along with the machine gun fire. Chip 9 moving into building number 1. May run into Dubsham. Framed over at Building 4. Covering Craft's back essentially. Flashbang comes in. And Kraft will find the kill onto Electro. Framed will find Lord Beersteak, and Kraft will also get the confirm. Right now, making it a 5v3 in favor of R3SIN. Make that a 5v2 as Dubsham finds Chip 9. With under a minute gone. That there, folks, is Cargo as a whole. It's just chaos. Most rounds I find last less than a minute, maybe 2 minutes. If they're really stretching it. Crap hasn't really rotated much. Just went from one side of the room to the other. Does not appear to be clipping. But it's just tucked in enough for Ring Monster to not get the pick. Or, sorry, EPs. The Ring Monster is going to be taking Tunnel. We'll have to contend with Dubsham, who hasn't really moved a whole heck of a lot. As I say that, Silas the Great rotating in to cover his dad's back as Craftomic takes on Peas. And with an accurate kill count, it's all down to Ring Monster as Dubsham swings around the corner and gets the pick. With 5 members of Resin Mafia still standing, they will get their first point. Should probably make note about the choices that we've seen here so far. With the bans being Quarantine and Downfall, really there's only technically two maps that are considered large, and that is Snow Peak and Abandoned. Snow Peak, you can actually guarantee it's definitely a large map. Some of those objectives do require lots of long range engagements, although there is a couple that require some short range, sort of like Cargo. And Abandoned is considered a large map geographically, but a lot of the combat is actually in close quarters, close to mid quarters. Now these two teams have played one another previously back in season 11. Resin Mafia won all 3 maps with a total score of 12-5. In fact, Cargo was their very first map, and the Resin got it a score of 4-0. So the leftovers here are looking for revenge. They're hoping that they can kind of get back some glory that they may have lost from last season in Cargo. So far off not to a very good start, but this is just one of many rounds in one of 3 maps. And we now have the countdown.
Going.
Time for round number 2. And as you see, the objective has not changed. Both teams get a chance to attack and defend each objective. So when this round is over, the objective will move to a random location. But for the time being, let's see how these two teams fare in this second round. Craptomic over at building 1, pushing hard. Could run into chip 9. Well, Drewski moves to dark corner near building 4. Chip 9 does hear a crash and will go down from pieces C4.
-1 behind you.
Gonna make it 5v4 in favor of the leftovers with only 35 seconds gone. And as you can see, it's a little bit slower push, with Drewski getting the pick onto Ring Monster, evening things up.
One red container. Red on
And you can hear Peas, the defense, calling out the loss of Ring Monster. As there is a bit of a feature in this game now where you can hear the players' communications when you're near an opposing player.
There's one in Drew's spot.
Lots of pre-fire. Another C4 goes up but will not find purchase. As Chip pushes in from building 1 to get silenced. We'll get Dubsham, but Frame, sorry. We'll get the refrag, but the damage was done. Leftovers are up 3-2 so far, with 4:20 left on the clock. And there you go, folks. There is your first 4:20 of the night. As Frame will find Electro, making it a 2v2. Down to Drewski and Framed against Lord Beersteak and Peas. They seem pretty convinced that there's people within the center at the red container. Bad nade. Hitting one of the critters above. Not going where it needed to go, but Peas' bullets definitely went where they needed to be as they find Framed. It's all down to Drewski now. Let's tag along with him. Have an odd choice to be placing your pre-fire. Wonder if he thinks that the walls are not bulletproof. We have 3 minutes left on the clock. All the time in the world that Drewski needs in cargo. It's pretty much a cardinal sin to run out of time on cargo. 6 minutes may not seem a whole lot, but it's plenty, especially on a map as small as cargo. Ooh. Tried to pre-fire the barrels. Ran out of ammo. Now has to use an AK-12 from the enemy. In hopes that it'll carry him through the day. But they now, with absolute certainty, know where Drewski is. Drewski looking for the peak to get the Lord Beersteak, takes fire from Peas, continues on his path to get Peas, but wasn't quite sure where they were. Will get taken out, and I'll give Leftovers their first point. And as I said, after that round, the objective did move, but not too far. We now have one of the newest objectives, one that I don't really have a name for. We'll just call it the Pipes objective. Looking at the ADRs here. Peas Gaming with a 3-1 and Chip9 with a 2-2. Meanwhile, Dubsham is a 2-1. 3-1 from Framed, a 2-1 from Kraft, followed by a 1-1 from Drewski. And with the sound of that countdown, we now got round 3 underway.
Mic check, please. Mic check.
Smokes. Wait for their flashes and then push.
Peas Gaming being the quarterback here, giving up the last minute directions needed in the hopes that they'll get their first Marsoc victory. Heavy smoke coming down the center. The odd flashbang. Actually, a bit of machine gun fire. Long nade will not find anyone. As Frame will find Ring Monster. Peas Peas desperately trying to get the refrag. Does not find it. Frame detonates a C4, downing himself and Peas. Meanwhile, Beardstreak does get the comfort onto Framed. As he then swings on to get Dubchamp while the refrag onto him from Drewski. And Kraft is on a rampage. He takes down Electro, and Chip9 finds Celestia the Great. Chip9 just in a holding pattern right now. Can't quite find anyone. Kraft is well aware of where Chip9 is. It's now a 1.5v2 in favor of Resin Mafia. Make that 1.5v1 now in favor of Leftovers as the comfort comes in, making a 1v1. Kraft not too sure where Chip9 is, but is confident that Chip9 is not just south of him. It has a pretty decent angle. Cover the approach. Stop the cap. Ooh, that flashbang did get him. And with the trade comes out, Resin Mafia will be the victor of that trade and will get their second point. So far, we're seeing a back and forth involving the Volk trades, the Volk rounds. We have yet to see a Marsoc victory. Maybe we'll see it here. All we've seen so far has been wins by elimination, where he grants you 1 point. But if you're Marsoc, the whole purpose of this game is to get to the satellite, that green, beeping, rotating, annoying satellite. Give it a small radius. Memorize a 7-digit code on a tablet on your back. Punch in the code. By doing so, you get 2 points. Therefore, doing the math, Resin Mafia, they can win this map. All they have to do is cap right now. But that is always easier said than done. And with these two teams as high in the standings as they are, they will not make it any easier than it could be. And with that said, round number 4. Here we go.
Snoochie boochies.
And Dubsham
As well.
calling out their little slogan, Snoochie Boochies. Essentially a good luck, have fun little slogan for the team. More free fire coming out. Will tag Peas Gaming and will have to use a needle on himself, but will not find a down from it though. Lord Beardsteak will find Silas. Dubson will trade with Ring Monster. Brain will get the confirm. Kraft will find Lord Beardsteak in a trade. And in 30 seconds is what's going to be a 4v2.5 in favor of the leftovers. Make that a 4v3 with that res. And Chip 9 on a rampage now, getting the kill onto Framed, making it a 4v2. It's all down to Silas the Great and Drewski. Chip 9 spotted out and taken down by Drewski. Silas should confirm this kill here. Silas should confirm this kill here. There we go.
We have at least scratch too.
Gonna make it now a 3v2 with 4:45 left on the clock.
I've got behind you. Just keep watching.
Just keep pulling up the tablet that was on his back, memorizing the code, looking for that cap, looking to end this map right here, right now. C4 was detonated, but as we could see, did not find purchase. You could see our first kill coming up right shortly. He's pretty convinced that there was someone next to them as he cooked off a flashbang. And with the double peek from Peas, will get taken out by Salist with their M249. Flashbang coming out. This is going to be the push. Drewski's got a ways to go before they can cap. They'll have to take out Electro. And if they peek slowly enough, they will get killed. Oh! The greed. The greed to get the cap and those 2 points cost Drewski their life. Looks like Electro cannot quite get the confirm. The body must have bounced away as Salas gets taken out thanks to Drewski's callouts. Lord Beardsteak gets confirmed to Drewski. It's now a 1v1. Let's see what the youngest member of Resin Mafia can do against the newest member of the Leftovers. And a trade will result in Resin Mafia getting their 3rd point. Seeing lots of 1v1s. Seeing our very first Marsoc win now. Now, Resin Mafia, all I have to do now is just hold the objective, which has since moved. We now have the propane tanks objective. This one here can be capped, as you simply have to be... The common spot is to be between the propane tank and the building here. And also, you can sit at the corner of this box with your tablet fully extended to be just in range of the cap. But it's a very open area, requiring lots of smoke, lots of coordination, and just sheer chaos to be unleashed onto the fence. Which chaos is always aplenty with cargo. Looking at the chat, good to see some familiar names in here, and those who are unfamiliar to me, welcome. And looks like we got some fans as well. Some folks cheering on for the Leftovers, some for the Ducks, the Resin Mafia. Unfortunately, I am unable to put up the map predictions here, so starting with the second map, I want to see what you guys think will win. Who will win the second map, even the third map eventually. But not only that, what kind of score line you think will be for those maps? Could be a similar scoreline as we see here right now, or it could be something a bit more closer. But we'll find out what kind of a scoreline we're gonna have here for cargo as round number 5 starts. Lots of smoke coming from the Leftovers. Just are their ammo. Ring Monster pushing hard through tunnel. May run into Dubsham as Lord Fierce gets taken out, but Ring Monster finds frame. Craft does find ship 9. Ring Monster finds South the Great, and they will trade with Dubsham, making it a 2 3/4 v2. With 2 members of Leftovers only downed. Like that one member. Peas will find the revive on the Chip, but Chip will get gunned down by Kraft, making it a 2.5 v2. Like that 3v2 as Peas, the team medic, picking up the teammates left, right, and center. Flashbang comes out. Will not find anybody. Peas and Ring Monster just defecate Dubshan's body of all his resources, all his utility.
One fucking
right by the tunnel entrance, by the dark alley. Guess there's one in the back here.
All right, listen, come here. You're gonna throw a flash in that backside. You have two, so throw one in the backside to the right and one next to OBJ.
Okay.
You ready?
All right, there's the plan, folks.
Yep.
Go, go.
That is the plan. As Ring Monster gets taken out, there goes the flashbang plan, making it a 2v2.
He's in the back shed. Don't peek it.
Oh, crap! Wow, what a nade! What a way to end the round. End the round and end the map. And replays are working. So there we go. After 5 rounds, Resin Mafia takes cargo 4-1. Now bear in mind, this was the leftovers pick. They decided to take cargo, they felt they could take them on. But being map 2, it's gonna be Resin Mafia's turn to pick a map. They could very well win the series right here if they can win their map pick. If not, we are going to a map 3 decider. Regardless of who wins map 2, map 3 is gonna be played regardless. But of course, we all want to see a map 3 decider. They're just way more exciting. Before we sneak out, I want to show you a little tidbit I found some time ago. This green container is the only one, and this is the only corner of this container, and other ones like it, that have that Kilroy. I can get that in before they swap maps. But it looks like Resin Mafia are gonna take us to Subway. Looks like I hit the replay button instead of the okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. Looks like we're not going to have any changes in the roster for this map. Give both teams some time to plan out their attack.
I don't know.
Alright, fellas.
I wouldn't push up with
And with that said, round number 1 is underway.
Nah, I got that under control.
Let's do this shit, boys.
Now, it should be said that the leftovers are, they're really good at Subway. This is their favorite map. And normally, the team that does not pick the map will often pick Volk, because they can pick sides. They can pick either side. Most will pick Volk, as you generally have Volk advantage. But because of the leftovers' familiarity with Subway, they decided to pick Marsoc in hopes that their aggression and their capping capabilities can give them the dub on Subway. Lord Beardstick and Electro pushing up, and again. Frame downing one and themselves with a C4.
One by me down.
Double tap this guy and resume now.
There's another one by. He's coming up. Side.
Kill him first.
And Silence the Great with their PKM will find the comfort onto Electro, onto comfort onto Lord Beersteak, and the kill onto Electro. Oh, and the push from Chip 9 got shut down by Kraft on his nice flank.
Get back to fucking positions, boys. Get back to positions.
Frame had pretty much half their team on him. Kraft may find the remaining 2 members right shortly.
We're gonna go back down and we're gonna go over a pass.
He's trying to on the ring monster to redirect where they should go. Kraft lowly peeking, could get picked up by his P's here, but will find a trade, leaving it all to ring monster. In under 2 minutes, we have gone from a 5v5 to a 4v1 in favor of Resin Mafia. And as you can see, the mini-map has been bugged. We can't really tell exactly where every player is. Hopefully, at the start of round 2, that will be resolved. Ring Monster is going to have to contend with Dubsham over in Dumpster Corner. A very common place to be. Followed by Drewski in their alleyway corner. Silas the Great under the tables. And Framed still in his original spot at the staircase. Nade goes out from Drewski. I'm pretty confident that there was someone at North Alley, but he'd be wrong.
You haven't heard anything come out of that body over there, have you? Call out. Well, I'm just making sure that Kraft traded, and we're only looking for one. Those two.
Ring Monster can hear all these calls come from Dubsham. Should be aware of where he is. Trying to stay quiet. Did make a few footsteps, so Ring Monster's position could be known. I think it is. See this interlocking lanes of fire now between Dubsham and Drewski. They coming out. Will not find purchase. Under 90 seconds left. Ringmaster's gonna have to make a push at some point. That flashbang definitely gave away their position, but it has the ability to rotate. Ring Monster memorizing that code. The cap may not be a possibility as Frame does swing around from Sex Alley to take out Ring Monster, giving Resin Mafia their first point. A great hold by Resin Mafia. Framed along with Silas the Great, shutting down that west stairway push. Crap Atomic pushing in on the flank, taking out Chip 9 and trading with Peas over at the south stairs. And then Framed with that flank from Sex Alley, all the way to Overpass Alley to take out Ring Monster to give their team the win. You saw a lot of communication going on from Resin Mafia. That is the key to any team. Bronze, silver, gold, diamond, or even master. If your team is not communicating frequently and effectively, do not expect wins to come in thick and fast. As you need those comms, you need to use the radio, use the tablet to coordinate your attack and push at the same time. And also as bulk, as defense, to understand where your teammates are, what angles they're holding, and where all the potential positions are of the enemy, what routes they're going to be taking. The team that has the most information on the other team has a major advantage and generally wins the round. Now let's see how the leftovers defend this objective.
Hand around the fucking corner and just blast. Don't get. I don't need you dying. Snoochie boochies. Snoochie boochies. Yeah, as long as you're alive, I have people looking in all directions, man. If you die, it hinders us.
Old man Dubsham relaying his wisdom to his team. He's gaming, but again, pretty aggressive, pretty picky there over at Sex Alley. Nearly gets taken out. Dubsham is going to be unopposed up until it gets to Electro, who's at the dumpster corner. Keys is not going to be getting pushy, but will be waiting with the C4. Keys is known for his use of the C4. Drewski with that Take 80, creating noise, trying to get a distraction. Captomic looking for C4 over at the overpass staircase. We'll partner up with Dubsham. C4 does go off, but will not find Craft. Dubsham trying to be. Dubsham trying to play dead. Trying to get Electro to peek out for Craft to get the kill. Meanwhile, Framed might run into the C4. Unless Silas is able to take out Peas, neutralizing that C4. Flashbang goes out. And looks like the C4 has been neutralized from Framed onto Sex Alley. A lot more gunfire going on. So far, there's been no kills at all. We're 2 minutes into this round. Oh, nice work from Silas. Shooting Peas in the back. As Kraft does find Electro in the dumpster corner. Now at 5v3 in favor of Resin with 3:45 left in the round. They're now all over the overpass alley as Kraft finds Ring Monster, making it a 5v2. Nade goes out. As Chip 9 swings from the north alley to take out Drewski as Beardsteak takes out Kraft at overpass alley, making it a 3v2. Chip 9 nearly got his head taken off by Dubsham. Got Silas and Framed over at Sex Alley, looking to push in from the southwest corner. Dubsham waiting for an over peaky Chip 9, which is not going to happen. .245 left on the clock. Plenty of time for Resin Mafia to organize their attack and execute. Oh, Silas in a nice sharp angle, finding Chip 9, leaving it all down to Lord Beardsteak. He was in a pretty good last man position, but has since rotated. So the objective is actually open. Dufsham can cap, and Beardsteak would not know about it. Beardsteak with a nice rotation does find Dufsham, shutting down that capping opportunity. Just as Frame rotates around to overpass alley. Stylist getting close to the corner of the entrance of Chinatown. They are fully aware where Beardsteak is now. Who is going to get it? Oh, Beardsteak with a nice kill onto Silas. It's all down to Framed, who finds the refrag, given Resin Mafia.
Get that refrag. Get that refrag.
Give them their second point. Oh no. Oh. I just realized this whole time. This whole bloody time. My bad, guys. I was doing so well too. But that is 2 rounds done with Chinatown. We now have the newest of all the objectives. The South Stairs Alley. South Stairs objective. Here, basically any corner you see in these alleyways, you can cap from. The only real position where you can actually defend every point of capping is be right on objective itself. But then again, that leaves you exposed to 3 separate angles. And with that countdown, we now have round 3 coming up.
I'll peek this horseshoe corner until you throw
Leftovers getting the quick spawn.
But don't actually peek it. Just throw smokes onto that stairway and try to cross or something. You can go down pouring as well, right at the bottom of the stairway.
No contention over at Overpass Alley, but we may see it over at Sex Alley. Ruski dropping a C4. Will it get spotted? Crap, I'm finding out Electro. C4 is disabled. Or was it?
He's gonna peek around the corner. He's gonna peek around the corner.
Drewski getting the down onto P's C4 as Beardsteak gets Silas. Frame does find Beardsteak in the refrag. Ring Monster gets the revive onto P's, making it a 4v3 now in favor of Resin Mafia. I swore P's took out that C4. And Kraft getting peeky there with the flank from the west stairs. Gets punished for it from Peas.
I'm rotating.
Drewski in a very dangerous spot here. When that smoke goes out. Oh, never mind. Gets a pick on the Ring Monster. But will get refragged from Peas Gaming. All down to chip 9. Peas.
That's -3, so that means there's 2 left.
Looks like leftovers have an accurate kill count. 2v2.
You have to talk, south or in the alleyway. Alleyway or the south stairs?
Is there an issue with Chip 9's mic? Not appear to be speaking. Frame trying to play as if they were down by the nade. The force of rotation. The force of peak. Say. Flashman goes out, will find frame, will take the pick on to Dubsham and is now capping. Oh, and he got the cap. Just a split second before the kill came out, Peas managed to get the cap. Did I manage to get that on replay? Just. I told you guys there's gonna be a cap. And just like that, after 3 rounds, the map is tied 2-2. Yeah, like I said, this is on a 6-minute delay, so yeah, unfortunately you can screen overlay all you want. I won't see it until it's too late. Let's see how R3SIN attacks this. If they can get the cap back, they can win this map and win the series. One thing to note is this is also another map that these two teams played last time. The score then was 4-3 for R3SIN. And if this keeps up, we may have a similar score
I'm gonna
line.
hold south for a second, man. See if anybody tries to push.
Go tunnel. I'm gonna go down.
So we got a pretty spread out offense. Dubsham and Frame taking the south stairs. They're gonna meet up with Peas, who's gonna have a C4 prepared for them. And there it is. Looks like we got Kraft taking overpass, Drewski taking basement, and that leaves Silas the Great in North Alley. Sounds like they're not gonna push the south stairs. Maybe for the best. Peas is not exactly one to mess around with when it comes to their C4. This whole map really is just a haven for C4. You have to check every little nook and cranny, every little pixel you see. You gotta check. And I'm stuck in a wall. Dapsham's gonna rejoin with his son, Silas. And his father-son duo. Gonna try and take down the leftovers. Unless Silas shoots his dad. Which is entirely possible. Oh, Kraft, the C4 will down, or Electro with the C4 will down Kraft, confirming with the AK-104, one of the newest guns in the game. Looks like Lord Beardsteak is seeing ghosts.
False alarm 6.
What did that, what did this Indian sign do to you, Beardsteak?
Sort of nothing. They've come up basement. One's peeking now.
Nades and flashbangs being exchanged along with a few bullets, but nothing connecting. Beardsteak about to prime a flashbang, realizing that may not be the best idea. Stick with his guns.
I got noise horseshoe alley.
Ooh, that flashbang definitely got Electro. Flashbang comes out. Should get framed. Ooh, Beardsteak with a nice headshot onto framed. Having to switch back and forth between these two alleys here to keep up with the action.
Still got one horseshoe alley.
Ooh, Electro is in a really difficult position right about now. Sham slicing the pie. Electro peaks. They're gonna deal with both Sly and Dubsham. Here we go. Now or never. And the inevitable happened. Dubsham does find Electro. Gonna make it a 4v3 in favor of leftovers. Oh, and the trade will come out with Beardsteak
I got him.
still
Camera button.
surviving, only downed to the victor of that trade, making it a 3.5 v2 so far. It's about to be a 4v2. And a nade. Oh, wow. That was a nice nade. And I'm screwing up some more.
Around that fucking corner.
So focus on the action. I'm just gonna leave it on the whole time now. Oh. And the trade was silenced. And Chip will give the leftovers their third point. This is gonna be a map point. And now, our map point objective. Gonna be a spicy one. Gonna be the North Stairs objective. This is a favored objective of the leftovers for Marsoc. You'll often see a 4-man push at the North Stairs. Just commit nearly everyone at the objective, overwhelm the defense, and get the cap. Did we actually get that replay of that nade? No, we didn't. Shoot.
Anybody want to flash for a smoke?
Foreign clicker.
Death metal.
And looks like a pair of C4.
I'll take the C4.
And I know what's gonna happen now.
Dub.
Pretty
Nice,
sure
give me a
Kraft is gonna carry that
I'm gonna put this
C4
on
with
the
them.
other side of
I'm
this
dropping
exit
it. I have
sign.
to go.
Other side of this exit sign
Clicker
right
on the
here.
ground.
Either that or just get
Right up
deployed.
here. Right up here.
Alright. Alright.
Oh, they might see that, but it's cool.
Yeah, they might see that one. And they might see that C4 as well. Or not. As Peace just pushes in hard. Gets a pick on the Kraft. Nate didn't quite get dub. As Peace does find the pick on the dub. North is almost open.
Would you say it didn't rush us?
Got C4.
Watch for another one.
Make sure you shoot it more, because
You gotta watch that backside, brother. Get down. I'm reviving.
Oh.
Scratch one.
And Lord Bierce gets taken out by Frame with the G36. Gonna make it a 4v3 in favor of the leftovers.
You have a smoke or anything?
I got a flash.
Nah, I don't need a flash. Well, actually, give me a head.
Oh. So the gunbelt between Framed and Ringmaster not going on now. As Frame does find the pick on the Ringmaster, tying things up in a 3v3. But now we have all three members of the leftovers. The leftovers of the leftovers are gonna make a push from the North Alley.
Suppressive fire onto that corner while I grab a fucking gun from them.
And free fire galore, all for Peace to find a gun with actual bullets in it. Along with the distant PKM, fire to the distance.
Box 3.
No, I need you still.
Yeah, I know.
Just waiting for audio cues. I should probably keep
Corner?
my pistol.
I know, listen. You're gonna keep suppressing that corner. I'm gonna push down. Don't kill me. I'm gonna toss the flash down. Just keep suppressing it.
You're gonna push.
As the right side. As I'm going down, you're gonna push down at the same time and keep suppressing that corner. Ready?
All right, folks, you know the plan. Let's see if it works.
Starting when you cross.
Go. Go.
Oh, and the plan fails. Silas gets a pick on the Peas.
He's kind of died. Ah.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left. See what the leftovers can pull off. See if they can force a map 3 decider. Looks like Chip 9's gonna revisit the North Alley. Looks like Electro's gonna make a push from probably a south basement stairs, possibly north basement stairs. About to contend with Framed and Silas at objective with Drewski in the maintenance alley up in the south approach. Looks like Chip 9's gonna be taking the overpass, and Electro takes the west basement stairs. It's 45 seconds left. They have to make a push. There's no more time for rotations. They have to commit with their current push. That means they have to take out Drewski, deal with the C4, take out Framed, and try to cap before Silas rounds the corner, or just kill Silas outright. Now, it's possible that the 30-second beeper may not have gone off in their headset. It's a known bug where sometimes it just, after when 30 seconds are remaining, it just will not go off. And it can really throw a team off. As Chip 9 does find the pick on the Drewski. 5 seconds left. It's now or never. There's the pick on the Frame. Silas holding back, hiding, forcing them to time out. Giving Resin the 3rd point, forcing a round 7. Or 7 point, I should say. There was no round 7. It's gonna be round 6 next. What am I talking about? And that just leaves our final round. We played out. Same objective. The same spicy north stairs objective. And so it's quite possible that they could relive the scoreline from last season. As I said, they played Subway last time they met up, and the scoreline was 4-3. They also played each other on Cargo, where Resin Mafia won 4-0. And if history is going to repeat itself for a 3rd time, that would mean the 3rd and final map will be Suburbia. If that's the case, Resin Mafia did win Suburbia last time 4-2. And the way things are going, the scoreline's not too far off from last time. All right, folks. Round number 6. The final round of map 2.
I say
This is where we take it right here.
forward.
This is where we take it right here, boys. Snoochie boochies. Play smart.
Yeah, I'm
gonna reload.
Man, I reload this baby fast.
I rotate back north.
More C4 gonna be utilized.
Damn.
And it's gonna be a slightly different attack with Dubsham being all alone in North Alley. One member, Drewski, at South Stairs. Craft Stylist, and Frame all taking basement. Meanwhile, there's really no one on the leftover side committing to the north alley. And if they're gonna utilize the south push as their main push, they will have to contend with the ring monster. Over in that tunnel, right next to the doorway. There's a doorway there. Ooh, P's getting taken out Dubchamp with the C4. There goes the distractionary push as Kraft does find the refrag. And Kraft gonna find a second kill, this time on the Lord Beardsteak. Open up the objective a little bit more. Now they're pretty much convinced that the attacks come from the south. Chip 9 utilizing the objective as cover, but will not work, as Kraft now has a 3-piece. 2 away from getting the ace and the win for Resin Mafia. Frame charging up, looking for Ringmonster, but will find Ringmonster's bullets as Kraft gets the 4th kill. Kraft is 1 away from an ace. Kraft just has to kill Electro to get that ace, but no. Silas will deny Kraft the ace, but will give Resin Mafia their 4th point, giving Resin Mafia the victory for the series. But as I have said, it ain't over. We still got one more map to play. We're only 2/3 of the way through our action-packed Onward match. And I kind of mentioned it, and we now have Suburbia. Whoa. So this really is a rematch to the letter, playing all 3 of the same exact maps in the same exact order as when these two teams last met up in season 11. And so far this rematch has been in the favor of Resin Mafia. The only real difference so far between this match and the previous one is A, Resin Mafia are the away team, where it was the leftovers that were an away team, and B, Cargo was won and a score of 4-0 for Resin Mafia, where this one is 4-1. Just looking at the looking at the chat. Yeah, I should be fired. All right, folks. Round number 1. Map number 3.
Hey, this is 3rd map. That don't mean shit. We still.
Really?
Because I figured I'd have a better fucking angle for the cross.
Resin Mafia are pretty excited about the victory. Dubsham, the captain, trying to keep those emotions down, keeping their teammates in line. It ain't over till it's over. Every round, every point matters. We do have the bulk spawn house objective. Lots of pre-fire going on. Heavy commitment from lane 4 with Chip 9, Lord Beerstick, and Electro. Ring Monster in lane 2 with Peas over at lane 1. Lots of pre-fire going on. Peace may run into Kraft, but ran right past him as Kraft sneaks in for the kill on Peas. As Chip 9 gets a pick on the Silence the Great. Making a 4v4. Dubshot finding Ring Monster, making a 4v3 for Resin Mafia. And Center House is still in control of Resin Mafia. Right between Frame and Beer Cycle come out. Kraft will find a second kill onto Chip 9. Electro will find Drewski. Kraft will find a third kill onto Electro, and that could not keep up with the action there with the camera work.
Yeah.
And in 1 minute, that's all it took. In 1 minute, Resin Mafia will get their first point. Bit of a repeat going on here. Resin Mafia getting the first point of every map so far. But then again, this objective, this bulk house objective, is very difficult to win as Marsoc. It's tucked away at the opposite end of the map. Basically, you just gotta sit tight in one end of the map. And there's really only one point of entry if you wish to cap it. So holding the front lawn of bulk house is essentially the key factor. Taking control of the middle house is a crucial building to get, either Marsoc or Volk. But the biggest thing is to try and clear out bulk house. But we'll see how the leftovers can defend this objective as round number 2 is underway.
Have one of them mags, please, sir. Them pretty drums. Thank you, darling.
He's a wise lead.
Snoochie Boochies, boys. Snoochie Boochie, boys.
29, 22.
Where's that fucking bedpost at so I don't hit it? That thing hurts, dude.
Oh yes, this is VR, so they are actually moving around. Their hands and heads moving around in real life, and sometimes you get so caught up in the action because you can't actually see where you are in your own room. You may run into things. So clearly, Dubsham has an issue with running into a bedpost. And right out of the gate, it's gonna be a 5v4 in favor of Resin Mafia with an early pick at lane 1. And another pick from Kraft coming out to Peace Gaming. And a nice C4 from Electro going to down Kraft.
C4.
Could get the pick up here. No, Silas up on the slide at the playground gets a pick onto Electro. The 9 and Dubshan gets a pick onto Lord Beersteak. That clears out middle house. The res is now possible. It's now a 4.5v1. It's all down to Ring Monster, who's in a pretty decent last man spot. It's not the greatest that they could be in. Wow. Just a little too peeky there, trying to get the head over, trying to get a shot. The SA-80 coming from Drewski over at lane 4 gets the pick, giving Resin Mafia their second point. Paradox VR69. At least he does a good job at narrating it. He should do audiobooks. No. Bad enough you people have to listen to my grainy voice. I would not do well in an audiobook. I think Theta would do a better job at that than me. But enough with that. We had 2 rounds of bulk house objective. We now have the spicy middle house objective. This one can sometimes be over with a cap in less than 30 seconds. If the Marsoc team just makes a mad dash into the house and goes for cap, overwhelming the defense, and just punching that code. But that often works with the bronze tier teams and the silver tier teams, as the gold and diamond, even master teams, they are aware of this play. They know what can happen and usually do a pretty good job at denying it.
Yeah, Canadian.
Who's just sitting?
As he's over here.
Y'all stress me to fuck.
Yeah, as my son's
Side, beat him the fuck up if you see him with this thing in his mouth.
Yeah, son. Yeah, side, beat me up.
That's right, Sai. Beat Daddy up. He asked for it. And here comes the aggressive push, as I mentioned. And what in the world? No one was in. Ring Monster is in the bedroom. He's in the master bedroom capping.
What the fuck?
What the hell just happened?
Wow. And oh. It was over before it began. Like I said, in under 30 seconds. It took 27 seconds for Ring Monster to just bum rush in, get to the master bedroom in the corner here, and cap. So Ring Monster just basically defied everything I just said prior to the round starting. Holy crap. Well, that ties things up 2-2 in map number 3. Let's give leftovers their well-deserved 2 points. I didn't even leave the gameplay on. Shoot. I'm gonna get my butt kicked, aren't I?
I'll be firmly.
Snoochie boochies, boys. Snoochie boochies. No more points. They don't get no more fucking points. We stop that shit now. Stop that shit right now.
Oh. Guys, I apologize. again. It's been a bit since I casted. A little while. Alright. Gonna see a different approach. Not gonna see this aggressive push. Leftovers are aware of it. Teams tend to defend the way they attack. And they definitely don't want to allow C4. Not going to be very effective on that top of that patio, balcony. Silas, the Drake, gets Ring Monster at playground. And
I haven't seen anybody touch this window yet. Did we take out the dude in lane 2 yet?
he did not, as Chip and Peace find Silas. They just double team Silas, making a 4v4. As Electro finds Drewski over in lane 2. Peace trying to find Kraft, who is at lane 3. But we'll have to do for getting framed in lane 1. And Dubsham as well. Wow. Now a 4v1. It's all down to Kraft Atomic, the co-captain of R3SIN Mafia. That's quite the kill count. 5-0. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. It's now a 3v1 now. Make that a 2v1. As Kraft finds Electro. All down to Chip 9 and Lord Beardsteak.
Nice
And with
work.
the push coming from Kraft, Chip 9 will find the pick. Give him the leftovers their 3rd point. And what could very well be the final objective is going to be white car objective over at lane 1. Let's take a look at the KDR. Peas Gaming with a 4 and 4. Lord Beardsteak with a 1 and 3. Electro with a 2 and 3. Ring Monster with the 1 cap, 2 and 3. Chip 9 3 and 2. Meanwhile, Dubchamp is a 3, 2 and 1 res. 1 and 3 for Framed. Silas the Great is 3 and 3. 7 and 1 for Craft Atomic. And 1 and 3 for Drewski. Looking at the chat now, I'm just waiting for you guys to heckle me for leaving the overlay on. Both these teams are really taking this next round super serious. You normally have 90 seconds to prepare for each round, and I think we went well above beyond that. But we do not have to wait much longer as round number 5 begins.
Please, they post us on Instagram. On Subway when you capped.
Still lost it. Shit, I forgot smoke. Someone touch the smoke lane 1.
Early pre-fire, but a quick pick onto Chip 9 from Craft Atomic is going to make it a 5v4 for Resin Mafia early into this round. Meanwhile, with a nice free break from Peas, that's going to even things up. Drewski with the PKM. Trying to find Lord Beardsteak at Playground. Ooh. The trade coming from Beardsteak and Drewski. Both are only downed until Ringmonster gets the pick onto Drewski. The revive comes out. Trade comes up between Psy and Electro. Now a 3v. Ooh, make that a 3v1.5. Dubsham looking get the confirm, gets picked up by Peace in the process, and Peace will find the confirm onto Psy, making it a 3v1. All down to Framed. We will be in no shortage of ammunition with that PKM, but we'll have to deal with Lord Beardsteak, who's going to make a flank. Meanwhile, Peas grabbing the attention of Frame. Frame, no idea that Peas is now on objective capping. And there it is. That is the second cap for Peas, the third cap for the leftovers, and the map win for the team as well. What a match. With a total score of 9-10 in favor of Resin Mafia. Resin Mafia still wins. They get a slight MMR boost. Leftovers again with a loss, but that's all right. There is still next week and the week after that, because there are still 2 more weeks left of the season before we get to the Challenger Cup, which is a 2-day Swiss-style tournament to determine who gets the wildcard position as the top 7 teams automatically advanced. And it's a 8-team tournament for the playoffs. But as I said, that's a ways away. But that's it. But before we sign off, we at the VRML just want to say thank you to our sponsors: ProTube VR, VR Cover, HyperX, Arma, VRware, Asterion, Rebuff Reality, Cyber Shoes, B Haptics, and Border Foods. Their continued support helps us grow not only as a league but also as a community, and also provides us with a prize pool at the end of each season. Big shout out to the teams for playing a fantastic match, as well as everyone watching and those in the chat. But that's it. My name is Nomad. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.